possible reason for Pamela to want Megan out of the picture. Later that afternoon, it's her turn to talk to police.
We know that you and Jared were together the day Megan went missing. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you know about her, Jared?
Nothing. When she called on Saturday, she called
Time to get down to business.
I think she was just upset about Corey or something.
She corroborated Jared's story. She could tell from Jared's end of the call that Megan was upset about Corey. And then Jared told her the call suddenly cut off.
But could this be a story concocted by the couple to keep the finger of suspicion pointed at Corey Thomas?
You being with Jared make us believe that you might have wanted to help him get rid of her.
What? Are you serious?
She said that she and Jared started sleeping together in secret after he and Megan broke up. It was casual, but and the deal was always that she would step aside if Megan came back into the picture.
Of course, police still haven't confirmed that Jared and Megan were actually getting back together. Again, this could be a part of Pamela and Jared's cover story.
So detectives dig deeper into Pamela and Jared's story.
We were able to determine, in conjunction with the medical examiner, she was killed sometime before 3 p.m. on Saturday, October 15th.
But for most of the day, Jared and Pamela had no one to vouch for them except for each other.
And as detectives continue to try to verify their alibis, this already sorted case is about to take another twisted turn.
He attacked both of them with box cutters, scarring them for life. Domino's, 2 large pepperoni pizzas, please.
Only Domino's lets you earn pizza time reward points when you order by phone, online, or when you order in store. We make it easy for you to earn free pizza any way you order.
We are the TV doctors of America. We may not know much about medicine, but we know a lot about drama.
From scandalous romance
to ridiculous plot twists.
Son? We also know you can avoid drama by getting an annual checkup.
So we're partnering with Cigna to remind you to go see a real doctor.
Go, know, and take control of your health. It could save your life.
Doctor book.
Dad, Cigna, together, all the way.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Move out and take position. Hostiles inbound. You have the momentum.
and this hour, get up to $50 off. OneStreamGroup.com. I found my other half when he talked. When I met Anthony, it felt like
Stop waiting. Start communicating for free today.
We're breaking their backs.
Oh man, I'm sorry about my. Did I kill my teammate? 2 of my teammates. I'm sorry about that, partner. I'm sorry.
Keep this up.
You didn't even have no tag on either.
Plus 4 lines with unlimited data for only $100 period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out.
Despite the attention focused on female victims of domestic violence, 2 in 5 victims are actually men. While women do physically attack their partners, domestic violence is not just about bodily harm. It's also about power and control.
The night of their lives became a night the entire city will never forget.
I thought that was Detroit.
One of the best and most important films of the year is just happening. Detroit on Blu-ray tomorrow.
I gave you this so that if you ever get scared, you can go.
But now that can't be explained. Come to me.
Are you there?
Crystal, if you can hear me, is there an entity in this house that is trying
Time to get down to business.
Are you that entity? Are you behind this wall?
In studios for the last few years.
Get a free pecan or pumpkin pie with $20 off.
TVDoctor.com. Wherever you want, even if you're in someone else's house. Santa. Enter promo code FREEPILOT at TVDoctor.com.
I haven't got any about this.
Three. Just three. Now they chat.
I never proposed.
Returning to the line, sir. We're about to make another push. We have new orders. You ready for a challenge, sir?
See Star Wars: The Last Jedi in theaters December 15th.
We need to dive in.
I didn't get a present for everybody, and they'll feel this. Check out Groupon, instant gift giving, a nice massage, a movie pass, a gift for everyone.
Download the app and save. Groupon.
She said love trouble, didn't like moves.
They were looking to buy cash so that they could buy drugs. She probably never imagined that going out to break in cars would escalate to this.
All new For My Man, tonight at 9 on TV1.
Less than 24 hours after discovering Megan Neely's body in her home, St. Paul detectives can't help but wonder if her ex-boyfriend Jared Sampson and friend Pamela Jordan may have conspired to kill her.
Police discovered that Jared had a secret sexual relationship with Pamela, the woman who accompanied Megan's sister to the first welfare check at Megan's apartment.
Jared's story was that he and Megan had reconnected sexually and had planned on getting back together. But there was a prior domestic incident between them. I think the concern was that Jared's story to police could be a fabrication, or that Megan might have changed her mind about staying with Corey. Of course, Pamela's potential motivation might be jealousy.
While police continue this line of inquiry, Megan's landlord comes forward with information that's about to turn the case upside down.
He told detectives that when Megan and her new boyfriend Corey applied to rent their current apartment, he uncovered something troubling about Mr. Thomas.
Corey Thomas had got out of prison and was on probation in Minnesota.
He had had 4 assault convictions since 2006, and they were violent.
I told Megan with that kind of background, he couldn't be on the lease.
What struck him was Megan's reaction. She seemed shocked that Corey had gone to prison for these kinds of serious charges.
Megan went on to sign the lease herself. Just 2 weeks later, she was dead.
Given this new information, detectives begin digging deeper into Corey Thomas's criminal record. What they find seems to suggest an increasing pattern of violence, the most vicious episode occurring only 2 years before Megan's murder.
He had attacked his last girlfriend.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Light him up! We have the lead!
As detectives regroup Corey's written...
Incoming enemy artillery! Get to cover! We need reinforcements!
But despite several attempts, law enforcement has still been unable to reach him.
That was very suspicious as well.
On Tuesday, October 18th, detectives reached out to Corey's brother, Damian Thomas.
It's a massacre! What the hell happened out there?
Yesterday, I dropped him off at the police station.
His brother had said that Corey was going to Chicago or Florida.
The fact that Corey left town hasn't been given to detectives. Police led to believe Corey left for Chicago days ago. But it's what Corey's brother reveals next that really raises detectives' eyebrows.
Anything peculiar about him or out of the ordinary?
Corey had bought a car, a Monte Carlo, from his brother in August for $3,500. He sold it back to his brother at a loss for only $881.
To investigators, this looked like the act of a guilty man.
That indicated to us that Corey was trying to get money to get out of town.
With mounting evidence that Corey Thomas is now a fugitive, detectives must pinpoint his location.
They contacted his cell phone company and learned that his phone was still on.
We began tracking him using electronic data and cell phone data.
On Wednesday, October 19th, the phone suddenly turns back on.
He was now in Miami, Florida, outside of the international airport in Miami.
Detectives and West Miami police to help canvass the area.
Duty WWE.
Across the street from the airport.
I'm back.
Within hours, armed officers prepare to storm Corey's hotel room. But with no one yet knows that this dangerous fugitive will run or fight.
He would not surrender.
He was going for a dime.
Wendy's Double Stack is back in the 4-for-4 with a quarter pound of fresh, never frozen beef, which means you can get the Double Stack, the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, or Crispy Chicken BLT with 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink. All for just $4. That's the deal so good it can't be beat. Only in Wendy's, but not for long.
Paying too much for car insurance is like throwing money away. Right now, at the General, you can get an anonymous online quote with low payments and immediate proof of insurance.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
When someone's having like the most wonderful time of the year, it doesn't go unnoticed. That's me with almost anything. What if everyone finds everything that matters?
OxyClean, America's #1 stain fighter.
I have a big stain. It's coming out. Wow, that's crazy. Great things on a teddy bear. It's coming right out. It came out so fast. Place is very crazy. Benji to white insect.
OxyClean gets the tough stains out.
Good thing Booking.com makes it easy to find the right home for the right price. They have over 1 million properties, including vacation rentals, like homes, bungalows, and apartments.
Visit Booking.com for hotels, homes, and everything in between.
Learning at a pace that works for you. That works for us. With Capella University's groundbreaking FlexPass format, you set your own deadlines to fit your life, so you can live and learn. Find out more about FlexPass at capella.edu.
Didn't like home. They were looking to buy cash so that they could buy drugs. But you probably never imagined going out to break in cars would escalate to this.
All new For My Man, tonight at 9 on TV1. Tuesday and Wednesday nights just got hotter. With Unsung Hollywood every Tuesday and Unsung every Wednesday. This is crazy. I can't believe it. Tuesday and Wednesday nights starting at 8 on TV1.
What's up,
No
dog?
matter how well you
No work today.
for your family today,
No work for today. They hired 9 new people, so they putting them on the floor for today.
think about what would happen if you were gone.
To get their work in. Too many people.
And face an uncertain future? They don't have to. You can help guarantee those you love
Hey.
200, 500.
Why you cold, man? You been outside? You ate all your food, man.
AIG Direct.
You ate all your food, man. My baby.
Up to 70%
You ate all your food.
just less than
You went back outside and played with Peanut? Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I fed him. Oh no, it was he must be our ate his food then. Yeah, I fed him. Yeah. Gotcha.
The is free and there's no obligation. Make the future more secure for those you love. Call now so you can sleep better at night. For a free quote, call 1-800-566-7896 or visit AIGdirect.com.
It's October 19th, 2011, and police in Miami, Florida only have a door separating them from potentially dangerous murder suspect Corey Thomas.
Police had reason to suspect at this point that he had murdered Megan Neely, and fled to Florida.
He actually grabbed something in his hand like he had a gun.
But when Corey makes a run for it, police realize whatever he's holding isn't a gun.
He didn't go down easy.
With Corey now in custody, on October 21st, St. Paul detectives...
All right. They're gonna learn today.
I know that you know that something happened back in April, right? And our job to find out what happened.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Stay wary. Pick your shots.
Oh. In the very back of the doggone. I see you. Oh, he shot me first, partner. You in front of me. Watch out. He on top of that ship. He to the very back. I see you.
Something stood out immediately. He had a large scratch on his neck. And this is something that a fingernail would never do.
You know where you got that? This town was coming out in that warehouse and stuff I was getting cut a lot. Working in the town. You can do that, but I'm here to keep nobody.
When detectives asked Corey if he was a DNA sample...
Oh, they coming up by the barn. Y'all. Y'all be careful. On the right side.
So police don't have enough evidence.
Is somebody still sniping from that ship? Can nobody get up on the ship yet?
Fleeing the state of Minnesota without permission or the violation of his parole.
During his 6-month sentence...
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Man.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Fighter strike inbound. Find cover.
I'm 3-6. There's no way in the world I should be 3-6.
While Jared and Pamela are
Oh, now who shot? I don't know.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Man, these boys here going in on us. Look at that. Stay inside, y'all. Stay inside.
DNA under her fingernails was a match to Corey Thomas. We knew that Corey was the last person who were alive. We believed that they'd and we knew that he had fled town. But before the DNA information...
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Once we started to get the results about the DNA hits, then our case got a whole lot stronger.
On April 2nd, Corey Thomas is found charged with second-degree murder in the death of his girlfriend.
He's over there by the windmill sniping.
It's a bittersweet victory.
In the saddest moment of this happiest hour, we were going to get
as the case moves to trial.
These boys is on it.
Prosecution about a possible plea deal.
The defense determined that the state complete the license in this case with a mountain of evidence against him.
In the interest of sparing the Kelly family a long
Them boys good with that sniping. They're in the back of that ship. Did nobody see them? Come on, man. They keep putting me right back on them. Yeah, they just jumped off on that ship.
The prosecution agrees not to up the charges to first-degree murder.
The prosecution laid out 29 to 34 years to be determined by
enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Enemy strafing run inbound. Fall back.
Thomas's family as well as Megan Haley's family showed
There's 3 on that ship sniping. Yep.
Fighter strike inbound. Find cover. recon aircraft in the air.
He ended up talking about how he did kill Megan. They were involved in some type of cell phone.
We lost good men today. Learn from
Boy.
This makes Corey mad. This argument continued all the next day.
Boy. Yeah, he sure had me. I was part of that one. I couldn't get out. I kept getting. I know. I kept spawning. They kept spawning me right back to the same spot. As soon as I come in, chop.
It might have really been
Chop.
all of the annoyance he had with Megan, and it might have given him
20-1.
to then take his rage out on her.
Some type of physical altercation happened. It was at that point that she was strangled and put into the crawl space on the second floor.
Corey claimed it was an accident, but when you choke them to
That was
death,
disgusting.
it's not an accident.
That was really disgusting.
I think he needed, in his mind, to put hands on her. That was the only way he could control her. Given the brutality
Boy, what
of
happened?
crime, the judge hands down one of the harshest possible punishments under the terms of the plea.
Corey Thomas was sentenced to 33 years in prison.
But for Megan's daughters, Ayanna and Lily, their mother's death will be a burden they shoulder for the rest
Time to
of
get
their
down to
lives.
business.
I can imagine losing my mom when I was young. It's very sad.
But if Megan were here today, there's no doubt she would be proud of her two daughters and how they're blossoming into strong young women, just like her.
To know that someone who was their mom at 12 is still going to be helps me every day.
Your dad are in my position, or son or daughters. Other victims of domestic violence, just keep your head up and keep pushing through and stay positive.
Abuse is never okay. If you or someone you love is in an abusive relationship, there is help available. Call the Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. When a charismatic career woman finds love, it seems like a dream come true.
She was single, he was single, they hit it off.
But when death comes knocking on their door, a community is left reeling and desperate for answers.
Why, who, what, when, everything running through your head.
As investigators dig deeper into the case, they are confronted with complications and dead ends.
We have thousands. Hardcore team deathmatch. Move out and take position. Hostiles
While
inbound.
investigators rush to solve the case, a cold-blooded killer continues to stalk the streets.
Enemy streaking ready. Get to cover. Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Thank you. Man.
On March 1st, 2001, in the small town of East Point, Georgia, young daughter stopped by the home of Cynthia Rose for a visit.
His daughter did what any granddaughter would do. She ran up to the front door and started knocking, waiting for her grandma to answer.
He's not answering the door.
Well, the car said maybe she went out with her friend.
Something catches his eye inside the carport. He sees broken glass all over the carpet. As he gets closer, Cynthia's in the car.
It was then that he noticed his mother slumped over the passenger seat covered in blood.
Watch out, grenade, grenade. Watch out, partner. Watch out, watch out. Come on, man.
Neighbors come over and they try to do CPR on her, but she is deceased.
But what terrible events had brought Cynthia into the crosshairs of the killer? As night falls on East Point, Georgia, it brings all the terrors that come with it.
The people are afraid. The city's afraid.
They don't want to. They're afraid to stop it.
Born and raised in South Florida, Cynthia Floyd was known for her friendly demeanor.
Cynthia had a good spirit, a good person to be around.
Following her high school graduation, she moved to Atlanta, Georgia to pursue a higher education.
She came to Atlanta initially to go across Atlanta University, and she graduated from there and decided to stay here.
Oh, good kill.
Care package descending. Protect the recon airborne. Searching for targets.
Where her vibrant personality was
because she was such a selfish person, and I thought to myself, things were looking up around the probation office.
She was
paratroopers descending.
Wow, seriously.
When you're in law enforcement, you have to be in it before you work.
Susanna.
Keep this up and you will find yourself on the eastern front.
Susanna.
Why you not at work?
I didn't have to work today.
Your boss has got to be mailed by Friday to be there by 6.
And although the marriage didn't work out, Cynthia loved me.
So you need a big box.
A big box, like what size box?
You need a big box so that all of those gifts that's down there can get in it.
Like a big box? I mean, I gotta go to Walmart. I mean, I can go to Family Dollar and see if they got any boxes. That's what I was asking.
He needs a box that 6 gifts can flatly get in to be mailed.
By Friday.
It was Cynthia's devout faith in God that caught the eye of her co-worker, Rosa Lewis.
Rosa started out as our secretary. And because we were a very small office, everybody is close to everybody.
Miss Lewis was a self-made Bennett. She had a husband, she had 2 children, and very spiritual, very big in her church. It's easy to see how they would become very good friends. Hey, baby.
Duty, WWEI.
Without any romance. Then in 1995, she met a man who came in and swept her off her feet. Cynthia went back home to West Palm, Florida for a high school reunion and reunited with a man that she knew from school. His name was Earl Roll. He was a 53-year-old postal worker, and the two quickly grew close. He was a quiet man, very nice, very respectful of her. He would come up and stay, and she would go down and stay when they had time. The two were married in the fall of 1999, and they were committed to each other despite the distance. She still had years to work on her job, and he still had years to work on his job, so it wasn't practical for either one of them to quit their jobs and move to a common place.
Despite the obstacles, the newlyweds were dedicated to making their marriage work. Inspired by her friend's newfound joy, Rosa began to open up to Cynthia about the shortcomings in her own marriage.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Stay wary. Pick your shots.
About a divorce versus her spiritual beliefs. And that's how it's not being.
Get them on the run. Kill them all.
There won't be no 2 and 7 this game. I promise you that.
With Cynthia's support and guidance, Rosa found a new hope in life.
Oh, sorry, partner. I'm sorry.
Rosa was inspired by her friends. Her life and lead the
But justice forced them to live the life they had always wanted. By a cruel twist of fate, on March 1st, 2001, Cynthia had been cut short.
Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's giving their feelings.
It was just a shock. Eyes of everybody that knew her, who would have done such things.
Hershey's miniature. We pour them, we pass them, we pick them. Delicious fun. Hershey's. Our chocolate.
For you, it's always we over later. And pause, not even in your vocabulary. So when it comes to
time on us. 3 Samsung Galaxy. Plus 4 months with unlimited data for $100 per year. Make it easy. Fire. Figure it out.
One little bumper, and also your race. What good is having
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Newsflash, no
Hey.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Oh my goodness.
I'm very surprised it came out so fast. Dirty lace, very hard. But night and day. From Vinci to white is that.
We can't keep this up. We're breaking their backs.
Oh my goodness.
We need reinforcements.
Oh, sorry, partner. Jeez.
Have them on the run. Kill them all.
Ma'am. Yes? You didn't know, baby? You forgot?
Enemy mortar fire incoming.
What you mean you don't? December 11th, Risa.
Enemy care package observed. Deny them their resupply. We have the momentum. Recon searching for targets. Care package descending. Protect the DC.
Living the lives they have always envisioned for themselves. They were
Great work. They are in full retreat.
But now, on March 1st, 2001, Cynthia Rowe has been found in her own driveway.
The driver's side window has been shattered. She's been shot multiple times.
Shit, I don't know. Look, boy, my phone ain't even charging.
And there was a pile of papers on the floorboard.
It looked like she was ambushed as she pulled into
I ain't go 2 and 7. I went 4 and 14. That's even worse. Same damn thing. Excuse me.
Given the condition of the body, investigators suspect Cynthia had been dead for some time before Trent found her.
By that time, Cynthia had been dead for almost 24 hours.
Next, investigators turned to a motive.
When we noticed that her purse was still in her car, her jewelry was still on, there was no forcible entry to any of the doors or any of the windows.
So there's no reason to believe that robbery would have been a motive. Then you start getting to think, is it vendetta? Is it random? What makes sense?
Unfortunately, the lack of evidence isn't helping matters.
Even though this girl had sustained multiple gunshots, there were no shell casings in the carport, around the carport, or inside the vehicle.
Meanwhile, word of Cynthia's murder reaches her beloved friends and co-workers.
A friend called me and she said we've lost her. I said, lost her? What do you mean you lost her? I immediately got the sense that this was no joke.
The entire Atlanta office was just devastated.
No one more so than Cynthia's friend, Rosa Lewis.
Rosa was absolutely devastated by the loss of her good friend. She couldn't even begin to process the tragedy.
Police begin speaking with neighbors in search of possible witnesses.
The night before, about
Hardcore team deathmatch. Show them what you're made of, soldier.
Had managed to evade officers' attention the night before. One neighbor did notice a
Light him up!
maneuver! Shortly after the shots were fired.
I was driving home the other night, and all I saw was a heavy-set black man.
We have the momentum!
Maybe this person was a suspect, or at least a person of interest who could have been involved.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
While the neighbors can't provide much more of a description, once detectives are finally able to speak to Cynthia's son Trent, he provides a few clues that could change everything.
Trent was very close.
Oh man. Come on, man. Got the way, got the way.
These government detectives know that when plotting personal, it's best to look
Recon airborne.
For Cynthia,
Grenade! Fire in the hole!
Although Cynthia and Earl's long-distance marriage seems perfect to those around them,
He's
the
moving!
nothing beneath the surface. Detectives make a note to meet with her and while they keep him on their radar, investigators continue to ask Trent questions about his mother's life.
Because my mom is a probation officer. I don't know if that's there. So we definitely look into that. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Grenade first!
After speaking with Trent, detectives wonder could Cynthia's profession have gotten her killed.
Creep.
Recon searching for targets.
Start kind of combing through the
The next morning, detectives hit Taylor.
Yeah,
We found one person, Brenton Bowers. He lives within a half a block of our home.
weeks earlier. And
Recon searching for targets.
So he didn't want to go back.
Had Brinson blamed Cynthia for his probation violation and retaliated with violence. Although some chose Cynthia had a heart of gold, they acknowledged he could be a stickler for the rules.
She was very adamant about what your responsibility as a probation is.
Brinson was on probation.
Infantry at the longboard!
And now we have somebody who's on probation by the victim. And that his probation date was revoked.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
God, dog.
The neighbor who reported seeing a suspicious individual the night Cynthia was killed.
We do a photo.
Recon searching for targets.
We're going to do photos here. See if these individuals resemble the photo that you saw.
This one.
Although detectives believe they are on the right path, nothing can prepare them for what this cold-blooded killer has done.
At that point, we obviously need to move that far to this point.
When the
Follow me!
The pieces of nitrogen, fire, and well, happy holiday time. It's always like that.
Oh, partner.
They're unstoppable fights, the snackable fun. They're delightfully quenchable. Seriously, perfectly horrible. The potato pops original.
You would, partner. You would. You would. You would do that.
They just need to be snackable.
Petty.
They're light, airy, possible, and are deliciously portable. Possible. All new Lay's
Recon aloft. We have eyes in the sky.
All with unlimited gigs.
It's a Pogo 3 phone call.
Which to bring them for a limited time. You can buy one phone and get one free. It's only $100 per month, bro.
Recon aloft. We have eyes in the sky.
Make it the most wonderful time of the year. Strike me with Homa signature.
Man, you serious, man? Boy.
Day is ours.
When your skin is feeling dry and crinkly, it's time for Gold Bond 10 surface layers deep with 7 moisturizers, 3 vitamins. Skin is nourished, healed, healthy looking. Gold Bond Healing. Ultimate lotion, ultimate skin.
New Godiva masterpieces. Chocolate never felt so good. Crimes against probation and correctional officers are on the decline. From 1999 to 2008, approximately 45 probation and correctional officers were killed nationwide. However, from 2011 to 2014, that number decreased to 7.
If you got $5, you could fill up on a gas station burrito. Tastes like diesel and sadness. Or you can choose a real meal with 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? A beautiful sight. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Naughty or nice, we don't judge. Everyone can get our best deals of the season on select models during Hyundai holidays. Save up to $3,500 on the 2018 Elantra, or get 0% APR and $1,000 cash back. Only at the Hyundai Holiday Sales Event.
Life happens. That's why feeling safe is priceless. With ADT, you can feel safe with an ADT starter kit, professionally installed for only $49. Call today and install an ADT starter kit that includes security panel, keypad, key fob, entry and motion sensor, and for a limited time, get camera included and installed at no additional cost. That's a full
Hardcore team deathmatch. Stay wary. Pick your shots.
ADT, we help keep you safe so you can feel secure. Call 1-888.
Man, come on.
Download the app and save. Groupon.
Oh, that smells good.
Death outside her home. Everyone close to her was devastated, including her dear friend and co-worker, Rosa Lewis.
They were good buddies. They were martyrs.
Man.
Her husband, William Charles Lewis, she had to rely heavily on her friend Cynthia to get through the process of starting over.
As detectives continue their investigation, they suspect Cynthia's killer was no stranger.
Crimes against persons.
We have fire superiority.
Is that the shooting was the work of a former inmate named Ballard.
Cynthia's friend was probation officer, and he lived 1 block over. Neighbors said she saw him, but he was suspicious, running away from the direction of Cynthia's home on February 28th.
He has means, he has opportunities, he has possibly a motive, which means he's their number 1 suspect.
Brenton Ballard did have an outstanding warrant, and we did arrest him based on that warrant, brought him back to the police station to interview him, and asked him specifically about that day, that night, where was he, what he did tonight.
All right, Brenton. Go back to probation. The probation got revoked. All of a sudden, the probation officer turned around and you. You think that's a force? Wait, Mr. Roll is dead?
Enemy counter recon observed. Ground our enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Someone shot Miss Roll and they killed her. Even though he was on probation with her, even though she may revoke his probation, he didn't have anything but nice things to say about her. He was genuinely upset.
He said that she always tried to help him, so there was no way that he was trying to hurt her.
His alibi for the time that he told us that he was on the telephone talking with his girlfriend, and he was on it for a pretty long time.
Now we're going to verify what Now, tell the truth, I swear.
Secure Brown's phone records. Detectives know they still have another man to talk to. Cynthia's long-distance husband, Earl Roll. Immediately Cynthia's death, Earl rushes to drive the 8 hours from West Palm Beach, Florida to East Point, Georgia, and voluntarily comes to the police station to answer detective questions. On March 10th,
enemy care package observed. Deny the enemy recon aircraft in the air.
According to Earl, it lost and he went back home on Monday. He tells detectives the last time he saw Cynthia was 2 days prior to her death. He was in good spirits and nothing seemed to be wrong.
What do you want to ask you? I work at the post office down in West Palm, and I don't get off till 5 o'clock. Now, how can I in only 3 hours?
Enemy counter recon observed. Ground our aircraft. Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Come on, partner. Oh my goodness, it's already bad enough, I think.
Put everything together, we believe that he was not involved in Cynthia's death.
With both Earl Roll and Brenton Ballard detectives are back to the drawing board.
Enemy counter recon observed. Ground our aircraft.
While the information is responsible, in the hours and days that follow, leaves a few and far between.
No one could understand why she got killed, because we couldn't find any enemy. She wasn't any kind of relationship with anyone.
The police are still
enemy recon aircraft in the air.
When several weeks later there was another shooting.
On the evening of April the 8th, we heard a shooting call come out.
We arrived at Roger Orr. Roger Orr was in the gunshot wounds to his arm. The safety guy shot me, I guess that was
we're back. Prepare to attack.
What happened?
Roger Orr is a former construction worker, an older man, enjoying the day. The weather was good, good evening, so he had his front door open. A shadowy figure comes to his front door. He heard the noise, and he went to go investigate it.
At that time, the shooting started. He put up his arm in a defensive gesture.
He's able to make it to his own gun. He heads back to the door to confront the shooter, but the person has disappeared.
After taking Roger's statement, investigators search the scene.
They find this 40
robbery.
Sir, officer, found this near the stairs.
It was a note. And one side of the note, it said, I've been locked up for 6 weeks. Someone has to pay. And on the reverse side of the note, it had the letters J-A-C-K, the name Jack.
Police wondered, did somebody have a vendetta against Roger, or was he responsible for somebody getting arrested?
Before detectives can speculate further, a call comes in reporting another shooting just a few miles away.
Take a pop.
They get a 911 call from a woman who says a man has collapsed in my front yard.
The victim is identified as Antonio Stepney, an employee of a nearby hospital.
Unfortunately, his injuries were fatal, and he did not survive.
I saw his car riddled with bullet holes, and there's 40 caliber shell casings all in the street.
They start asking around to see if anybody saw anything.
A neighbor saw a black man loitering outside her yard. He was pacing back and forth. He looked so suspicious that she called the police to report it.
The next thing she knows, she hears gunshots. And the same man is taking off speeding away in a gold Malibu.
After hearing the neighbor's eyewitness account, detectives begin formulating theories about the crime.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Processing the scene, police officers stumble upon a final piece of evidence that hints at a...
Stay wary. Pick your shots.
One of the uniform officers saw the paper sort of blowing away, and he went and picked up the piece of paper.
We're dominating them. Keep pushing. We need reinforcements.
You just don't have things like that dropped at one scene and then 3 miles away.
Police spoke with the voice of the police. Was it somebody trying to get you? Or was it a...
We're dominating them. Keep pushing.
As the investigation progressed, probation officer, we got to thinking about what the note said at Roger's residence, talking about just spent 6 weeks in jail and someone's going to pay.
Working on a hunch, detectives review photos of the Evolve crime scene, only to make an earth-shattering discovery.
This is Jack. We couldn't believe what we were doing.
As police realize they may have a serial killer on their hands, a new question arises. When will he strike again? This became very personal for the investigators, but they was going to kill somebody else.
Recon airborne. Fighter pilot inbound, strafing the target. Recon airborne.
$5 All-Star meals. Only at Call Super.
I have a big thing. Let's see what happens with OxyClean. It's crazy. Great big coming right up.
Man.
Dirty lace is very hard. That's night and day. From dingy to white insect.
For people who are serious about cleaning. We know
Find the statue!
To do his thing, each morning, you can work now is 2 hours long. Are you serious? On TV1.
On April 8, 2001, homicide detectives in Georgia fear that World's murder was only the beginning.
Ooh, did I shoot you? I'm sorry, partner. I'm sorry, big dog. I'm sorry, sorry.
Police are working extended shifts and overtime to keep the police don't know when this person will strike next or who the next victim will be.
Each of these incidents has occurred in what is otherwise known as a quiet.
Snake is 2 over there in front of you. Be easy. And there's one coming up from behind you on the creek. I'm right there behind the creek. I don't see how I missed him there. They're cheating.
However, after nearly 2 months of terror, The nightmare is far from over for the residents of this quiet southern town.
We're continuing to investigate leads, and on the night of Thursday, April the 12th, we get a call on Linwood Avenue.
Police arrive at their home to meet Barbara Northern, who explains that she and her daughter had been enjoying the evening together watching their favorite TV.
Excellent work. Take pride in your accomplishment today.
The mother or the daughter, those two women as they sat there in the privacy of their home.
Suspecting this may have been another Jack shooting.
Oh, jeez.
Looking for evidence of the serial killer's involvement.
We're looking around and noticed that under the windshield wiper of Miss Northern's car, there was a note.
We first looked and saw that it said Jack on one side, and flipped it over and saw, "You better count your body bags." It literally gave me goosebumps. It made my hair stand up. That message says, I'm not stopping. I'm not done. I'm going to continue. And it's going to be a lot.
You can imagine how alarming that was.
We started looking at each victim and trying to find some type of commonality between them. Do they go to the same service station? Do they go to the same church? Do they have a group that they all attend? And we couldn't find anything.
But before police can make any progress, another 911 call comes in.
2 weeks later, a woman called 911. Her roommate was gunned down outside of their home.
This time, the victim is none other than Cynthia Roll's dear friend, Rosa Lewis.
We responded to the scene. Rosa was in critical condition. She could not talk. She could not tell us anything. She'd been shot that many times, and even though there were some vital signs, we felt like she wasn't going to make it.
Rosa is rushed to the hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, detectives try to piece together what happened.
She had pulled into the apartment complex. As she was getting out of her vehicle, there was a person one car over.
The individual shot her multiple times.
She had crawled 25 yards from her car to the door.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
It was just horrific.
The details of Rosa's shooting strike a chord with detectives.
Bring the war to them, bring it hard.
Eerily similar to the other Jack shooting.
We had a person shot multiple times. That's consistent. We have consistent. But unlike the other ones,
although the shooting feels like the work of Jack, detectives are no closer to uncovering the serial killer's identity than they were before.
They find one woman who lived on one of the floors who told police that she didn't see the shooter, but she did see Dodge Intrepid speeding away from the scene.
At one shooting we have a blue Dodge Intrepid. At another one we have a gold Malibu. At another one we don't have a vehicle at all. So
we have the lead.
Create even more questions.
Come on, we have.
The detectives speak to Rosa Michelle Thompson.
We asked the roommate a little bit about Rosa.
We found out that Miss Lewis.
We have fire superiority.
Any details that you can share with us about in particular that you agree about?
No, that's true because she told me that working with him and he even helped Rosa in here.
We're talking to Miss Lewis's roommate, and while we're talking to her, trying to find out more history on her, I looked over at the credentials of her being a Georgia State probation officer. Detective Barton, I looked at each other, and that was a moment.
Recon airborne.
With two people now with the same profession.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
Now has come full circle because their first theory was not that nobody is, but who is the
Armed with a promising new lead, detectives press forward in their investigation. But will the path to discovering Jack's true identity steer them somewhere they never expected?
The thought did come to mind that whoever shot Rose may have had something to do with Miss Lewis' shooting, but it did not dawn on me at the time who that person might be.
Wendy's double stack is back.
Oh, what was that?
You can get the double stack, the junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy.
Watch the game! Enemy recon aircraft observed.
Feels so good it can't be beat. Only in Wendy's, but not for long.
Enemy fighter pilot, fall back.
They're fucking in the doghouse.
Oh my goodness. Somebody got bad signal. Y'all gotta check that. It's messing us all up.
Attention, this is a public announcement from Jackson Hewitt. Hold on, Dave. It's even better than last year. Express refunded value.
God dang.
And you can pre-qualify for up to $3,200. Don't worry, Dave. You can apply on your device. No, don't wait until February. Go to JacksonHewitt.com to pre-qualify for up to $3,200 today.
Enemy recon aircraft observed. We can't keep this up.
He's dead! He's dead!
We're winning the fight. Liaison bomb mission underway.
What's going on?
Can't keep this up.
Yo, come on. Yo, this is not funny, man. What's going on with this signal? Who got, and then of course it's gonna be me with a bad signal.
Even closer with a DNA kit from 23andMe. And this holiday, get up to $50 off each kit at 23andme.com.
The East Point community has endured 2 months of terror as a serial shooter only known as Jack.
Fighter strike incoming. Find cover.
Throwing sticky bomb!
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
The latest shooting of probation officer Rosa Lewis has left detectives
sticky bomb.
if it is not something more than Jack's pattern.
We don't know if somebody against law enforcement.
Firing division artillery. Target position confirmed. Back. Prepare to counterattack.
She had been shot. She was in critical condition.
As police are knocking on the door of Blue Dodge Intrepid, so that you have and who gets out of the vehicle? William Charles Lewis.
Mr. Lewis, we hate to break it to you, but we're here because we have some bad news.
Police informed him that his ex-wife had been seriously wounded and had been shot the night before. Police were very surprised by William Charles Lewis's reaction.
How could something like this happen?
Maybe Bertha?
It's just not like Rosa.
He never asked police for condition. Or who they thought did them.
Police were just very surprised by his demeanor. He did not appear panicked or upset.
Sir, do you mind if we go inside and ask you a few questions? Oh, yeah, sure.
You wouldn't think that this man was married to this woman for more than 20 years and had 2 children with her based on the way he was acting.
As we were talking with him, one of his sons came home. And we decided that maybe this would be better to talk to them back at the police station.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me just grab a few things out of the bedroom. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna come with you if you don't mind. Okay.
As William gathers his things, detectives make a chilling discovery.
I was scanning the bedroom and I saw highlight markers on the dresser.
The yellow highlighters and the paper was consistent with the note where J-A-C-K had been written that were left at each of the other 4 crime scenes.
It's almost like in a movie when you zoom in and it gets closer and you focus on that. That was just a huge aha, eureka moment of we're on the right track. The's much more here than we know.
With William Charles Lewis now firmly on their radar, police escort him and his 21-year-old son, Alex,
hardcore team deathmatch.
Try to figure out strategically who's the better person to talk to first. And since right now Mr. Lewis is looking like a very good suspect, let's talk to his son first. Find out.
Bring the war to them and bring it hard. We have fire superiority.
We found that the amicable split wasn't that at all.
Throwing freeze grenade!
There was 22 years of mental and physical abuse. Mr. Lewis was very
they're at the AA gun!
It happened over a 23-year period.
Losing the fight!
This was precisely the car the neighbors saw leaving the scene of the Stephanie shooting.
They asked where his father was on the night of
we need reinforcements.
And he says, I came back home around 11 p.m. I was getting ready to go to bed. I knocked on the door to talk to my father, and my father was in his bedroom. So where was William Charles Lewis?
Detectives are beginning to suspect they know the answer.
They're pushing on the starboard deck! Can't keep this up!
Watch out in that window. Somebody in there.
Upstanding pillar of the community, and the very next minute, there this diabolical killer.
The despicable divorcee not only be capable of shooting the mother of his children, but also be the serial shooter that has been terrorizing East Point for months.
He had all the answers, but he could have to prove everyone.
Enter promo code FREEPIE on your next order at Games.com. I can shut down I can analyze your infrastructure. I can access the personal data of everyone in America. I can get no trace. And I can't be stopped. For every
Recon searching for targets. I'm out of ammo!
Can't check out Amazon Prime. Thanks so much.
I got it!
What about the kids? Amazon Prime has kids movies too. Oh, you meant these kids. Yeah, they're going to be waiting a while.
You can get this great deal too. Switch now. Get Amazon Prime on up to our whole Samsung Galaxy.
Recon aloft. We have eyes in the sky.
Oh, man, get the fudge.
The faster you move, the more you
move the liaison!
There's a better way to reach your potential. You deserve to live and learn. To find out more.
I have a dream. It is a dream rooted in the American dream.
Recon airborne. Strafing run inbound. Enemy recon aircraft observed.
It's the fault that anybody would be mad with either one of them about anything. Especially if
man.
Just was unfathomable.
to cover! Enemy recon aircraft observed!
I want coconut oil, cocoa butter, shea butter.
Then a triple blend of moisturizer.
I'm sorry, Meat. I didn't even know where you was at.
It's the Kia right up the holiday sale event. Lease the rugged and refined 2018 Sorrento F or the sporty and stylish 2019.
Ciao, it's a rest. You earned it.
Next or at the finest new Kia. We'll win soon. Only in the Kia. Going ranked highest in initial quality.
When you carry out, some things are out of your control. But with Domino's new carry-out insurance, we'll replace your pizza if it gets ruined after you leave the store. Carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 every day.
Didn't like home.
They were looking to find cash so that they could buy drugs. She probably never imagined that going out to break in cars would escalate to this.
All new For My Man, tonight at 9 on TV1. Tuesday and Wednesday nights just got hotter. With Unsung Hollywood every Tuesday and Unsung every Wednesday.
This is crazy. I can't believe it.
Tuesday and Wednesday nights Friday on TV1. Ben Crump is not just a lawyer, he is our lawyer. You may know Ben from the Trayvon Martin case in Florida and the Michael Brown case in Ferguson. But personal injury, workers' compensation, wrongful death, and medical malpractice make up the bulk of his firm's work. Ben Crump is the voice of all those seeking justice.
I'm Ben Crump. Please feel free to call me now. Justice equals respect.
Call 800-859-9999.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Holiday entertainment.
Mission begins now. Remember your training.
Save up to 70% on 2018 season passes and get free admission to Holiday in the Park. Buy 4, get a free upgrade to with free parking and free Wi-Fi. Holiday in the Park.
As 31-year-old Rosa Lewis fights for her life inside an Atlanta area
We're winning the fight!
Detectives in East Point, Georgia, prepare to question her ex-husband William about her shooting and the terrible string of crimes that has terrorized the community and claimed the life of Rosa's friend and co-worker, Cynthia Bowles. The fear was palpable in the air. People were afraid they could be the next victim. Although William denied their wrongdoing, his behavior, along with circumstantial evidence, has police wondering if he knows more than he's letting on.
When we began to interview Mr. Lewis, he made a lot of odd statements.
Why do you think you're here? Well, I don't know. I guess obviously I've done these for suspect case.
Every time we try to get him back to what's going on with his brother, he would talk more about himself, and that was his focus. I need you to believe that I'm a good guy.
That was really scary. I know it's really what you told me. You can get everybody to do anything at any time. If I get through the system, I like to throw those and that's like get it at all times.
Oh, gee.
And during the conversation, he was very inconsistent as to where he was.
He told police that he came home from a job site and never left the house again. He stated his son came into his room about 4 a.m., which was contradictory to what his son stated in his interview.
Maybe 5 hours, I was doing different he came down and
Firing division artillery. Target position confirmed.
Oh, sorry, partner. Sorry.
Has been seriously injured.
Continued to hammer William Charles Lewis with questions. Rose's work supervisor, Doug Cloud, arrived at the station with pertinent information and a damning piece of evidence.
Does Lewis had given me a letter?
I need you to hold on to this letter.
I went back and opened the letter, and in that letter, it implied not but looking at her husband with reference to Miss Rose shooting too.
The fact that there was a note naming him as the person that would want to harm her, we made a determination that afternoon to kill.
Oh, I see you.
Lewis
I see you.
for the shooting of Rosa.
There was no doubt in our minds that he was the one, Lewis, he was the one that killed Cynthia Rowland. He was the one that shot and killed Antonio Stephanie. That he shot into Miss Northman's home. That he shot Mr. Orr.
Oh, I couldn't get the shot off.
To prove their theory, detectives turned to the physical evidence, 40 caliber shell casings, and Jack's own notes.
We were able to get those shell casings from the crime scene of Rosa Lewis, delivered to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, and they matched the shell casings from Roger Orr's residence, April 8th, Antonio Stepney, as well as the northern crime scene that occurred on April 12th.
Once they had William Charles Lewis in custody, they compared his handwriting sample to the handwriting in the Jack notes. They were a perfect match.
Armed with an overwhelming amount of evidence, police moved forward with additional charges.
The defendant is arrested and charged with not only the shooting of Rosa Lewis, he is charged with the shooting death of Antonio Stephanie, the shooting of Roger Orr, and he is charged with the shooting death of Cynthia Rowland.
But just what had incited William Charles Lewis to commit such acts of violence?
They found out that William constantly mentally torture her, try to control her, manipulate her.
This was an individual that we learned would stand over his wife and threaten to throw scalding water on her. This was a man who was able to exert...
Care package on the way. Protect the drop zone. Recon searching for targets.
Miss Rowland was very good friends with Jack, and she was the catalyst for her to finally leave him after 23 years of abuse.
Sending mortar rounds. Zone and swing.
He set out on his course to really hurt her, and so he killed her best friend.
This was a calculated, intentional, malicious effort on his part against Rosa Lewis to show her I can still exercise control over you.
Recon aloft. We have eyes in the sky.
The best we can determine were just chosen at random, just as
As for the word Jack that was left on the notes of the crime scene, detectives ultimately figured out that Mr. Lewis had formed from the starting letters of his middle name and Shorty's name.
While prosecutors build their case against William Charles Lewis, he is determined to beat the 26 charges brought against him. However, an announcement from the DA's office causes him to change his mind.
He waived the right to a jury trial, and he asked the judge to be the trier of fact to determine the sentence in this case.
William Charles Lewis pleaded guilty on all counts, and he was able to avoid the
dropping A's on bomb.
point, I was mad. I was looking for this man to get the death penalty.
With William Charles Miller behind bars, the Point community and the surviving victims finally begin to heal.
Rosa ended up surviving. She was in the hospital for 4 months, but she did.
Firing for full effect. Target zone locked.
Got you.
He's on bomb mission underway. Great work. They are in full retreat.
Choose literally save your life. Abuse is never okay. If you or someone you love is in an abusive relationship, there is help available. Call the Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE.
The only one that didn't go positive.
She was the woman who had it all. So why would she decide to take her own life?
She had a good job, good family, good friends.
Although didn't kill herself, she would never do that. As the suicide investigation unfolds, rumors swirl, suggesting her storybook life was hardly the fairy tale it seemed.
The love of money is the root of all evil. She just had to get out of the situation.
He had a suspicion she was cheating on him.
Now a seasoned detective is on the case to ferret out the truth. Was this the last move of a desperate woman, or the cowardly act of a wolf in sheep's clothing?
Never value my partner. Sure. It escalates to a point where a person loses their temper. No, I wouldn't want to get into that.
The physical evidence was just baffling. No one knew what to make of it.
We were lost. We had no direction.
It became an obsession to me.
OJ isn't the only one with a dream team. We had a dream team.
Tuesday, May 20th, 2008. It's a balmy spring morning in Prince George's County, Maryland, just across the state line from Washington, D.C.
Prince George's County happens to be the highest wealth of a predominantly African-American community in the country.
The vast majority of people commute to Washington, D.C. to work for the government.
But this otherwise typical morning is about to get an unexpected jolt when a tragic call comes into 911 area dispatchers.
Prince George's County 911 Center. What is your emergency?
The man on the line identifies himself as 48-year-old Spencer Chase.
I just came back to my house and my wife was on the kitchen floor, face down with a cup around her neck. Could you please come right away? Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, my God.
Spencer tells the dispatcher that
Hardcore team deathmatch.
is unresponsive and he's
Remember your training. Make us proud. Dominating them. Keep pushing.
Officer, help her, please. Help her.
Prince George's County First Responders and Police found Antoinette on the floor in the kitchen with a septic cord wrapped around her neck.
While medics attempt life-saving procedures, responding officers comfort Antoinette's overwrought husband.
When personnel responded to the house after the 911 call, they actually transported Antoinette Chase to Prince George's Hospital.
For Antoinette's husband of 15 years, this seems like a terrible day, but the nightmare is just beginning. And by the time it's over, the reality will be far worse than anything anyone could have imagined.
This is the story that just shows you what happens when people
good shot.
astonishing lengths that they will go to keep what they have.
Get out that window.
Faith was born into a large and loving family in Washington, D.C. on December 13, 1961.
Antoinette is the baby. She's the last of the six.
With 2 boys and 4 girls, Antoinette's family had their fair share of sibling rivalries. But by all accounts, Antoinette was the family peacekeeper.
She was just very easy.
Recon airborne, searching for targets.
After excelling in high school, Antoinette earned a place at one of the nation's most prestigious black colleges, Howard University.
She graduated from Howard University. She's very wealthy.
She got married.
I don't see how I miss you, but okay.
DC and Prince George's.
She got a job with our federal government and the Small Business Administration's Virtual Clerk Board.
With the birth of her daughter Monique in 1983, Antoinette's life felt complete.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
We were very close.
But the pressure of raising a daughter while also trying to climb the ladder of public service took a toll on Antoinette's life.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
How?
They got divorced in 1980. Pretty much out of the picture, and Antoinette was preparing to go it alone.
Little did Antoinette know that
incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover. Enemy care package observed. Deny them their resupply.
Oh, y'all in that window hard.
Just to let it be known, he had an eye on her, even back in high school.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
It's not a job that's gonna get me rich, but you take care of my family. It's very important to me, and I get to.
Where is he?
He works in the maintenance department.
Really?
Yeah.
2 people just went that way. 2 people. Good shot. That's Troy. Good shot, Troy.
Antoinette had recently been divorced, and she wanted to take her time jumping into a new relationship.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Man.
Enemy care package observed. Deny them their resupply. Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
They seem to enjoy each other's company. They talk almost every day.
By the time Antoinette and Spencer, 4 years later,
Oh, they shooting from everywhere and don't even see nobody.
Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover. Enemy care package observed. Deny them their resupply. Get to cover. Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Enemy care package observed. Deny them their resupply.
with the Department of Homeland Security.
She was a smart woman and very ambitious. Her career started to take off.
Troy, watch out behind you, Troy.
Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover. Failure is unacceptable. Fight harder next time.
And the couple's access to living life limited to day-to-day purchases. The family bought a 2-story home and an upper-middle-class neighborhood but with mortgage payments.
But you barely even didn't even touch him.
Spending habits putting a strain on their finances. Antoinette and
Didn't touch him.
struggled to keep their heads above water.
It just wasn't enough money to support that type of lifestyle with them having a brand new house.
In the early 2000s, they faced foreclosure on their home.
After downsizing to a much smaller and more affordable rental home, the couple started doing some serious soul searching.
Both Antoinette and Spencer turned to religion.
In keeping them, there's great reward. You see, these material things, none of them matter without God.
They started to move up in the church, taking on more responsibilities.
Forever now.
I mean,
They actually both
Time to get down to business.
with both their spiritual and financial priorities back in order, the couple slowly dug themselves out of their financial hole.
They bought a new house. She seemed to be really happy. He cared about her. They were happy together.
With their life together back on the upswing,
I have every bit of faith in you. Don't let me
that
down.
would befall Antoinette and Spencer on the morning of May 20th, 2008.
Somebody please come and help her, please. Okay, stop. No, ma'am. I'm trying to think you something.
The first assumption.
Watch yourself out there. War is never easy.
Had really tried to kill herself. What could have pushed her over the edge?
As police dig deeper into the case, they discover some outrageous movies.
I'll give them that they claim in any form. And I get this one free.
All with unlimited gigs.
It's a BOGO. It's a BOGO free phone, bro. So what?
A BOGO free phone, bro. Time for a switch.
Oh!
Switch to Boost, and for a limited time, you can buy one phone and get one free. Plus, get 5 lines for only $100 per month with unlimited gigs on every line. All on the fast and reliable Sprint nationwide network, bro.
That's some strong wireless service right there.
Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save. I have a bad feeling about this.
Breathe. Just breathe. Now reach out.
And hit the propel assist button.
Duty WWEI.
Theaters December 15th. Wendy's Double Stack is back in the 4-for-4 with a quarter pound of fresh, never frozen beef, which means you can get the Double Stack, the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, or Crispy Chicken BLT with 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink, all for just $4. That's a deal so good it can't be beat. Only at Wendy's, but not for long.